Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're going to talk about whether or not the Cleveland Cavaliers are for real. So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. So, last night, Donovan Mitchell was rested for God knows why, because they have no back-to-backs, because they're playing Boston tomorrow night. And they won anyways. And Cleveland Cavaliers are now 15-0, Rob, and they're a very balanced team. They had three scorers over 20 points yesterday in yesterday's game.
Yeah, Mark, I have to say they are definitely the surprise team of the NBA this year because they didn't really add any really like star players like my Knicks or other teams did. They basically have the same nucleus as last year, but they have a nice young squad. But what I think would help them is their coach, Atkinson. He's a very good coach. He's always been a good coach. Kenny Atkinson is a good coach. So I think he's finally got them, together as far as playing team defense, and their offense is pretty good.
I was mistaken, Rob. They had 4 players over 20 points. I thought I looked at quickly earlier. It was Mobley, Allen, Garland, and Jerome all scored 21 or more points. That with Donovan Mitchell, I guess, resting, they all stepped up, and they showed how balanced they are, Rob. And
yeah, they're playing really well, and like I said, with the coaching, but unfortunately, also in that game, the streak might be coming to an end because they had some players hurt. Garland's back he went out with a little back injury, and so also Max Strus hurt his ankle, and also Sam Merrill. So they've had some players out. They got some injuries now.
We'll see.
But they got Boston coming up, so that streak might be ending.
Okay. All I want to say is I don't agree with them resting Donovan Mitchell on a non-back-to-back game when he's 28 years old and in his prime. Just because they're playing Boston the other night. It's so stupid.
The resting thing drives me nuts, Mark. I'm like, resting for what? What are you resting for? You're freaking 28 years old. What do you
LeBron said he's determined to play all 82 games, and they have back-to-back scheduled. So I don't understand this, that they have to rest him when it's not even a back-to-back, and he doesn't have it, and he's in his prime. I just don't understand that. I will say LaMelo Ball is playing well, and he's the most talented of the 3 balls, and he's playing well. Now looking at the stats, and I don't want to talk about MVP candidates so early in the year, but Jokic is still up there, Rob.
Nah, I don't think he's going to win this year. They're 7-5 this year. Denver does not look like a team. The West looks a lot better with Houston. Houston's right there. The balance as far as with the playoffs, they're very close, but
I think if they're over 500, he'll win it, Rob, because he's averaging 13.7 rebounds. He's leading the league, and he's leading the league in assists as a center at 11.7. And he's having his best scoring season. And Rob, he's having his best scoring season ever. He's averaging 29.7 points. So we'll see what happens at the end of the year. So I don't really get into MVP candidates early in the year. 15 games in. I don't want to be like
way too early.
WNBA is, where they gave it out the award after 2 games. But he's having a great year.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. We'll see what Denver ends up.
But Cleveland, I mean, this good Cleveland. I mean, I wish the Cleveland Cavaliers trickled down to my Browns, but not happening.
No, it's only one Cleveland team, Robert. They're not related. They're 2 different sports, just so you know.
Rob,
who's going to win? Who's going to win tomorrow? The Cavaliers or the Celtics?
Oh, so, like I said, the Celtics are going to win because I think the Cavaliers have some injuries.
But Donovan Mitchell's rested.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so that definitely. He's playing. He's having a good year too. He's having a great year. He always does. Rob, he's a good ball player.
I thought. What about your Knicks? They don't seem to be playing as well as you thought they were going to be. They're only 7-6.
Only 7-6. What? They should be in the
500. You said they were like the co-favorites with the Celtics to win the championship.
Oh yeah, they're in 4th place, Mark. It's 13 games. They're fine. I just talk about your 76ers who are 2-9 or 2-10.
Not 2-10. Well, they haven't had any of their stars play, so I can't even judge them.
They had Embiid came back. He played. No, wait a minute. Embiid played the other day. He played the other day.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm surprised by the Warriors too a little bit. They lost Klay Thompson and they're 10-2 and they're in first place right now in the West. So yeah. I'm surprised by them. OKC, I don't think anyone's surprised by them. They're 11-3. Houston Rockets are a little surprising. They're 10-4. And the Lakers are surprising at 9-4, and they have won 5 straight, Rob. The Rockets and the Lakers have both won 5 straight. And I think they're JJ Redick's doing a good job.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be exciting for the league. A lot of teams are playing good ball. Everything's like I said. Most teams are not going to be dominating like they've been before. It's not going to be clear cut as far as where teams are going to be.
Well, so the Mavericks picked up Klay Thompson, and yet they're only 7-7, and they made the finals last year. I'm kind of surprised by that. And the Timberwolves are only 8-6.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, the Knicks got Cat, from Minnesota. They switched with Randall. And, it takes a while for you to gel with the team. You can't just jump in and think Klay Thompson is going to be a savior for their team. And, it definitely helps with the 2-point shooting and their defense. But it still takes a while to gel because you got the ball. You got 2 players on that team who are, like, ball dominant. So it's kind of hard.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. But I'm surprised you're 7-7. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised.
It's still a little early. Yeah. We'll find out. We'll find out what happens. But Klay Thompson is averaging 13.6 points per game for them. So, and Luka Doncic.
We're talking about Cleveland. So they got the last team. So in 2015-16, the Warriors were 24-0, and they lost in the finals. And then the Rockets in 1993-94 were 15-0, and they ended up NBA champions. So it could go either way for the Cavaliers here.
Yeah, they don't know. All the teams that start out hot don't win the NBA title, obviously. So we'll see what happens. Let us know what you guys think down below. You think Cleveland's for real? Are they like co-favorites with Boston right now, or Boston clearly the better team? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Coming out of the West, OKC was the favorite coming out of the West. I think by the Las Vegas odds coming when the year started. But we'll see what happens there. It's still early. I don't want to talk about the MVP candidates, but I just noticed Jokic is having a huge year, and he's won 3 out of the last 4. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, Rob, I hope your Knicks start playing better because 7-6. I expected them to be better than 7-6 at this point. Seriously.
Well, what record do you expect them to be? Was that maybe 3 or 4 losses or?
Yeah. What are they? They played 9-4 or something like that.
It's a difference of 2 games, Mark.
9-4, 7-6. Yeah, so it sounds a lot better.
Yeah, it's a difference of 2 games. It doesn't matter. You're funny.
Oh, Rob, if they were like, let's say they were 11-2, we'd be going, it's only 2 games better than
No, if they were 11-2, I'd be very surprised. Like I said, only because they still got a new player in there and finally got some players that actually can play defense. It still takes a while. It's early season. So.
Hey, we'll see what happens. Maybe Bronny James will be the MVP. I think he's got some odds-on favorite. I'm not sure.
I think he's doing horrible in the G League. I just saw that. So.
Well, he did make his first basket in the NBA.
Yeah. I can do that. But yeah, he's taking someone's spot.
But LeBron's playing great for 39. I will say that. And he's almost 40. So we'll see what happens this year. Anyways, okay, let's know what you think down below. Who do you think are the favorites to win the NBA title this year? And if you want to talk about MVP candidates, you can if you want. Like I said, I think it's early for that. But we'll find out. And I guess what? They're going to do some renovations in the All-Star game, Rob. They're talking about having Caitlin Clark with Sabrina Ionescu go against Klay Thompson and Steph Curry for the 3-point shooting. I think that's almost a definite deal. It sounds like it's really going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
But they're actually going to change the format to 4 teams. They're going to be 3 All-Star teams, 8 players each. And then the winner of the first-year players versus second-year players, they're going to have a team. And there's going to be a 4-team tournament, supposedly, instead of 1 game.
Well, they're fun. That's what the NHL does. They switched it to 4 teams like that. They did. They broke it down like that, which I
So
think is good.
That's what they're proposing. I understand it's not definite, but that's what I heard as a proposal.
Well, they
Let
should
us know
do
what
it.
you
That's
think
what
about that
NHL's
idea.
doing. Yeah,
What's that?
NHL's doing that. That's why I think it's a good idea.
All right. So yeah, because last year I never made it past. I think I went 2 or 3 minutes into the second quarter and I turned it off and didn't go back to it. That was the first year I didn't go back to it and didn't watch. It was just so ridiculous. And people have been criticizing it. Gotten better when they did that 24 points things in the last quarter. And I don't know what happened. It got worse again. So the All-Star game needs to be fixed, and maybe this will work. We'll see what happens. Let us know what you think of the idea that they had that. All right. So they're going to have to divide the 24 players somehow. So
All right.
3 games again. All right. Let us know if you think Rob's Knicks are underperforming. You think Cleveland's overperforming? Let us know if you think if Philadelphia has any chance of making the playoffs with such a slow start, even though now they're kind of healthy. We'll see what happens. They're going to have to big winning streak to get back in the mix of things. All right. That's our first basketball video of the year for the NBA. And we'll see. We got a Kate and Clark video coming up for you, too.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe.
And don't forget about our live show tonight, 6 to 8 Eastern time. Rob's going to be there, so don't miss it. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Please hit the notification bell when you do. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to donate to this channel, there's super chats and super thanks down below. And there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.